No problem, no problem. Hey, the Lakers are out. The Clippers are out. Denver's almost out. And Ant-Man is definitely for real. This is the Profanity Nation podcast. Voice the professional fan. Don't go anywhere.
Profanity Nation.
Yeah, it's the new era of man for some old school fans with a new school brand. We got money on the mic with the plan in hand. And Stat Pat to his left, they go hand in hand. And to the right, we got Simpster, he putting it down. It's the Profanity Nation, we running the town. Yeah,
It's the Profanity Nation.
Profanity Nation.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Profanity Nation podcast, where we are the voice of the professional fan. Normally the voice of the professional Lakers fan, but we all know the Lakers are out. But now the Clippers are out as well, and we've got a guest here today. What does it say? It says 3-6, Ron Notch. Okay.
LeBron is not the GOAT.
LeBron is not the GOAT. Oh, wow. I couldn't even read that. Okay. As you see that, where's that available?
Hey, you know, this is the old shirt. This is when he was 3-6. Now
Oh.
he's 4 and
So you've been a long time hater.
I mean, I'm just. It's still
He's been a long time. He has. He literally has vintage LeBron hate shirts.
I've never seen vintage hate shirts.
Yeah, right. That's
different.
pretty
That's
cool.
different.
I mean,
That's deep right there, Money Mike.
I mean,
As always, joined by my co-host Money Mike on the right. Money Mike, apparently you have statements to make. I think you're doing okay, right? I mean, the Lakers, it's all set in.
Look, I'm okay. I mean, you know, it's been a week. Not surprising at all about what happened. I mean, LeBron James is. He has gotten more coaches fired than he gotten rings. So, I mean, I think he's a GOAT in that, you know. And bottom line, like, we're going to talk about it. You know who he wants to come down the hall.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. And special guest. This is perfect because we've got Lakers, we got Clippers, we got everyone. Beeve in the house. Leave it to Beeve. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man? It's good to be back. You know, I was on here when you was out. Now, you know what I mean? So it's good to be back with y'all and just talk sports. You know, I'm not a Laker fan, but damn it, I'm gonna keep it honest all the time.
We want to talk sports now. We don't want to.
Hey, you know what? But now we're all in the same freaking pile. We're all in the same pile of just junk and oldness.
We don't want to talk, you know, the Clippers and
because since we both eliminated, we wearing this big shirt that says we got to get along.
Yeah, right. We might as well.
We in Cancun.
Yeah,
we got to get along. Yeah.
Hey,
we've all been demoted.
For the record, though, I must say this. You know, I must say the benefit, the biggest benefit of the Lakers and the Clippers being eliminated from the playoffs is that Crypto Arena is free and open for the
Sparks.
Los Angeles Sparks to come over back to crypto.
Yeah.
The Fever, they just announced today, if you guys haven't known, the tickets yesterday, tickets go on sale on the 9th, and you can be able to go see Caitlin Clark play at Crypto Arena for the against the Sparks.
That's huge. That's huge. Yeah. Of course, we cover the Sparks with LA Sparks Weekly, and you, of course, on Full Clip and such. So that is good news for the Sparks. So we'll definitely get there. Let's stay at home with some NBA stuff here, guys. Clippers. I'm gonna go with this: Clippers, Lakers. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. And I'm a Laker fan, but I'm just gonna play in the middle right now. Both in the same boat. Okay, I watched the game the other night, Game 2, Denver, Minnesota. I was the one who said that the story was yet to be told, the final chapter for Darvin Ham. And what was dependent was how well Denver did or didn't do in the rest of the playoffs. If Denver went and swept their whole way through, then Darvin Ham doesn't look so bad. He was just one of the casualties. But if Denver went forward and struggled and somebody broke the code, then Darvin Ham would be exposed as well as the team. That's exactly what's happened.
I disagree with that.
Okay, Minnesota's up 2-0. Okay. In that Game 2, I came away with, I'll say, 3 that I feel are factual right now. Number 1, in my mind, the Lakers went from middle-aged, roughly 30, 38 years old, to about 80 years old. Okay, they would never keep up with a Minnesota at full speed playing what they're doing. They've elevated their game in the playoffs. They can't keep up. The Clippers, the same exact. Okay, so they're in the same boat. I can't with that. They just looked a lot older. A lot of teams looked a lot older with what Minnesota's doing. The next one was that Coach Malone, he schemed everything for the Lakers. And once he beat the Lakers, he was out of cards. He had no clue what to do with the Timberwolves. And all last season, he was screaming that the Lakers, oh, we're in the Lakers' head. Why y'all talking about? Dude, the Lakers have been rent-free in your skull for years. And now it's showing because everything you planned was for the Lakers, and now Minnesota's ripping you apart. Money Mike, what do you say?
Look, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, and I know what I'm about to say is not gonna make a lot of sense to people unless you really, really know basketball.
Okay.
Right? But I grew up in the '90s, and I was never a Bulls fan.
Generation X.
Right? I never was a Bulls fan. But there was a player named Michael Jordan that took over the league, and you was mesmerized what he was able to do to teams, right? Kobe was a close second to what when he was in his prime, what he's able to do to teams. Listen, this generation, what Anthony Edwards is doing right now is fascinating. He's fascinating the Kevin Durant's and all these superstars by what he's doing.
He's making them contemplate retirement.
Listen, Anthony Edwards is this generation's Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I've never seen a player be this dominant
Since those two.
Where he is literally unguardable, can get every spot he get and wants to go. He impacts the game in every single way.
Killer instinct.
You're seeing what we're witnessing here is something different, and it only comes around in a few generations. We've been saying, hey, man, Anthony Edwards.
Stat Pat's been a big fan.
We've been talking about it, but what he's doing right now
in the playoffs,
in the playoffs, he's in a zone right now that it doesn't matter it doesn't matter.
No.
He's beating everybody.
Yep.
On his own, he's putting the team on the back, and it doesn't matter.
And they're following suit. They've got no problem with it.
Cat is not a joke. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He has a good supporting cast. But what Anthony Edwards is doing, he's playing at a level where he's unstoppable right now. And I don't see that he's starting.
First, I'm going to ask you a quick question. You like Anthony Edwards?
No, I love Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
I used to live in Minnesota.
Is Ant-Man and Karl Anthony Towns the next, kind of Kobe Shaq?
No.
Okay.
No. It's just two different personalities. Now, I will say this. Looking at Cat this year with Anthony Edwards versus when he's with Jimmy, you could tell that, Anthony Edwards being younger, a little bit more funner, not as serious, that rocks with Cat more than when Jimmy was there. Jimmy was a different type of leader that was more of in your face and on your ass. So you could tell that type of leadership too. But just looking at the landscape of the league overall, Ant-Man is that type of beast. And I'm just gonna be honest. The reason why Denver is really losing is because now, if you look at every team, right, they have bigs, they got bigs. But this team here legit has Rudy Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns, Naz Reid, and Kyle Anderson. That's 4 people to control Jokic.
And throw 24 fouls.
I can do whatever I want to control the paint. Now, all I got to do is neutralize Murray, and I have that in McDaniels. I could do that with Ant, who's 22 years old. All my wings is long. They don't got to be super tall, but they wingspan is long, and they're agitators. JT McDaniels only got to score over 5 points, but he got 6 fouls. Use them. And we're noticing they playing that lockdown defense because once you lock down Murray and Jokic, who else on that team going to take off? Michael Porter Jr. not going to do nothing. Caldwell Pope.
The others, Gordon even has been minimized a little bit, but the others will not kill you.
They're not gonna kill you. Yeah. If I can control the two-headed monster, that's it. Mm-hmm. But if you look at Minnesota, you can't control. He's 22 years old.
But what you're saying is simply that their stable of bigs, four bigs that they can throw, is the formula to beat Denver.
It is.
So it's not the play necessarily of Edwards. It's you can replicate that with four bigs. You believe on other teams?
It depends on what time. I'm not saying every big is not suitable for this, right?
Okay, but I mean, if you go to the 2020 Lakers, you had Davis, you had McGee, you had Howard. So you had the stable of bigs.
That could definitely been good, but something that's unique, right? You like I said, you had four of them to work with. You had if you name those two, you got two that was kind of congested. If you look at the formula that the Minnesota have, right? Karl-Anthony Towns can step out to the three. Nas Reed can step out to the three. Kyle Anders can step out. So you're bringing him out, which is making the lane open for Anthony to do his work. So
it's great coaching.
I mean, are we ignoring his play though?
Like, no. His play is good.
I get what you're saying.
His play is, but I want to do I feel like his play is the low hanging fruit, right, or the top of the surface. Let's get really deep into the madness of the Timberwolves, which really they're big. The first, that's why they brought Rudy there to create havoc, right?
Right.
And it's finally clicking. Like I'm not saying Rudy's the GOAT, but that formula of bigs there is finally creating havoc amongst the league.
You know, look, I agree with that. They definitely have. The supporting cast on there is amazing.
Crazy.
You know, and they definitely are the ones that do all the dirty work. But then when you have that, like you said, you're able to maintain Jokic with everything that you said and neutralize, Porter, KCP, Murray, and then you have Ant-Man just playing on a different level. Like he literally is he's in a different stratosphere. That's what gives 20-point blowouts.
Think about this, right?
Look easy.
Think about this. If this lineup is on the floor, how the hell Jokic can actually stand there and defend, right? The whole team is spread out. If I put Karl-Anthony Towns and Nas Reed in the game, and I tell both of them go stay in the corner, the bigs got to go out now. Now you got to see on Denver who's really going to defend. And one of their best defenders, even though I'm just going to throw Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
They thought he wasn't valuable. He could have been one of those defenders to lock in on and being on his ass all game long. And again, Denver lost players. Like you thought they was can hang.
Difference.
Big ass difference, right? They're younger, which is cool, but it's too young. They're not ready. That bench is not even close.
Yeah. But and look, I think they could probably sweep. Sweep the Nuggets, and I think they possibly, because I'm not afraid of OKC. I mean, Shea's good over there.
Don't talk about Shea. I'm a big Shea fan.
I'm a Shea fan too.
That's beautiful. The future of the league is in good hands. I have a question for you, really quick. This is kind of on me. Who, if you could think in the past of coaches like of past, like maybe currently aren't coaching. Which coach out there would be just drooling to coach this Minnesota Timberwolves team? Oh, my God, and what he could do with this Timberwolves team. Phil Jackson.
I would say definitely Phil. Yeah.
Could you imagine Phil taking Ant-Man, Karl-Anthony Towns, the bigs, running the trial?
Man, yeah, it would be ridiculous.
Oh shit!
I know
it'll be sweep city.
Could you imagine with that knowledge if they need to bring him over just like Jerry West is a consultant for the Clippers. The Timberwolves need to say, "Hey, Phil."
The Clippers just don't
but do they really need that though?
Well, we'll see what happens this year. But I'm just sitting here going, he must be watching this.
I'm gonna tell you what I really need. I need the Celtics to get out the damn playoffs right now.
Can't happen.
Can't happen. They just won. They just won. So.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey,
they won yesterday. So
look. Somebody, please. I don't care who it is, what team it is. I really don't want y'all to make it to the championship finals.
Team that might do it
because that's really stressful, and I don't want to have to deal with that stress. We got to get the Clippers out.
I would like to see Minnesota.
I want to see this team do it. Go New York, go New York, go.
Yeah,
hey, I definitely want to see
it. Don't they?
No, they don't need Randall because they got that three-headed Villanova?
Yeah.
No, Villanova.
Brunson.
Hart, Brunson, and Dante.
Josh Hart, former Laker. Can he keep it up?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
He keep it up.
Well, look, one thing we could say about the Lakers scouting crew is they know who out the scout.
Y'all fired him. Handy, he gone. That was a scout.
Man.
He probably was putting the bug in their ear.
No.
Okay.
It's Bus. It's straight Bus.
So we need to look.
And he's developed. And by the way, it's standard protocol for everyone on the coaching staff.
No,
he was,
not
from
in
what
this
I
way,
understand, he was fired the same way when Vogel left, and
No.
then he was invited back. By Darvin Ham. That is my understanding. It's how it goes. The coaching staff picks their coaching staff. From what I understand,
Handy is like born that.
No, so
but he
first
is
of all,
Laker
okay.
blood.
So it's one thing for you to be an assistant coach under a head coach, and a head coach gets fired.
yes.
Which means me as an assistant coach
You're part of
or
his
the
team.
head coach, I don't know what my future is or what's going to happen to me because the person I was working for just got fired. It's another thing for the Lakers to say, okay, we're firing you and all y'all underneath at the same time.
Did they fire the
They
athletic?
fired the
Did they
whole
fire the
coaching staff.
Did they fire the medic staff? Did they fire?
They fired the whole coaching staff.
Okay.
So now, can Phil Handy be called back by somebody else? Yeah, but my question is, did the Lakers put him on a non-rehirable list?
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
they actually said yeah, 1 more year left on his contract, so he can come back under a whole brand new contract since he was fired. So instead of doing an extension or anything, he can get signed.
yeah,
a whole new contract.
but again, though, you kind of already see. To me,
And he has the choice.
But
Does he wanna
but
stay?
you're saying something extra to me. I feel like they're doing something extra now, and look.
I just think it sounds that way. I don't believe it's any different. I think it was business as
Look,
normal.
I know. Here's the thing. This is the reason why ain't business is normal. We all know the reason why ain't business is normal. It's because of LeBron James. Like we know that Redick is over here. He done signed this deal. Redick wants to get in coaching. You know, he's over there poaching. You know, your boy Tyronn Lue. They come over there. They're rumors are saying that they are
Conspiring.
no.
Ty Lue is not coming. You want to know why?
He's gonna stay.
They're
Because
really
you already lowballed him. You lowballed him.
he's
You
not
lowballed him
coming.
on a 4-year deal. Why would I go back to the hand that's
Why
starting
would
to
you?
go?
But besides that, why would Ty Lue say, "Oh yeah, let me leave the Clippers who have stuck with me with the Lakers who change coaches every year and a half and 2 years? I would be looking for a job in 2 years."
I mean, so here's my question though:
not gonna happen.
Does LeBron James ever take any slack for anything that he's done?
Yes, he does.
Or does he get off?
Every
scot-free?
Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. when the Profanity Nation comes out, he takes slack from you and everyone else. So yes, he takes slack.
Well, I'm just wondering though, because I just.
Somebody made that shirt and you paid for it.
Yeah,
So,
I sure did.
He takes slack. Now it could have been him who made the shirt, right? He's
Maybe.
like, "I'm gonna make money either way. Love me or hate me, I'm making money."
So it's like Nick and Rick, you know.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you off.
We'll get you started and we'll help you get off.
Nick and Rick to get off of it.
Exactly. It's smart. Whatever.
But hey, I mean,
money.
listen. I'm just saying though, like I think that there has to be some form of accountability on every level.
And what does that mean? What does that look like to you?
I mean, that's my question, because I never feel like he takes accountability to why they lost. You know, I think.
Okay, so
I
you just want to hear it from him.
Look, I think if I'm owner of a company, right, and everybody wants to say, "Oh my God, that company, ABC company, is doing really great," I'm gonna put my chest out. If somebody has a complaint about ABC company, you know, I can't go and blame my assistant president or my treasurer or whatever. I have to be able to take that slack as well. So I have to be able to take the good with the bad. I just want him to equally be able to do that. Like, I want you to take the praise, dog. Hey, you know, you got your points. You got us the tournament, you know, all the good things that you got us. Thank you very much. But then when something goes wrong, you have to take some of that too. I think that's only fair that we have equal criticism with equal praise.
Okay.
You know,
would that like if he came out and took the, I could have managed the end of the game better. I could have done this. Would that, but kept making the same mistakes? Would that, like he does, would that make it better for you or even more frustrating?
I would appreciate that because when you got AD going around saying, "Well, we don't know what we're doing," like what are you talking about? Like what do you mean you don't know what you're doing? So I mean, you went through a whole season, AD. You've been going through all these practices and you don't know what you've been doing. You literally been for the last 2 years with Darvin Ham have been doing the same practices. You don't know what you're doing. And you don't know what you're doing in the playoffs? So you went through 2 82 game seasons and you don't know what you're doing.
See, that's why I say at the end of the day it has to come down to some of these players taking the gripe of what the hell going on.
Right.
It's no way in hell, like you said, 2 years of being under Darvin Ham. Now you don't know what the hell was going on. You didn't say that when you won the in-season tournament. You didn't say that the year before. But all of a sudden, when all hell break loose, you want to throw that coach under the bus. No, your sorry ass needs to take accountability. Some of y'all players, when y'all was running these whack-ass formations or when y'all give LeBron and everybody standing there on the court looking like a fucking needle in a haystack, right? Y'all need to figure out what's going on within you. Because LeBron is getting old. He can't keep running this ship into the ground. He literally runs the ship in the ground.
Yeah.
I think,
and he's done it to every team except for Miami because Pat Riley wasn't.
Love Riley. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. You guys, later today, you're going to see an episode of The Breaks. It's great with Beeve, so be sure to stick around. 3 p.m. today on Infanity TV to come. Go ahead and a little bit about what Riley was saying to his superstars and players. Go ahead.
So Pat Riley, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. Pat Riley basically, he had his exit interview, and he was talking about the players and stuff. And it was, Jimmy came out during the Celtics game. He was talking smack and shit like that, and just talking smack in general, right? Pat Riley basically told Jimmy Butler to shut the fuck up. I'm being really blunt about it. Due to the simple fact, he said, dog, if you're not playing, you shouldn't be talking. Tyler Hero only played 40 games. You need to probably change his nutrition because he's not playing a full season, right? He said he liked what he's seen with Bam and stuff like that. But when it comes to the Miami Heat culture, he wants players that's going to be available for 82 games. He doesn't want players that's necessarily going to keep going in and out the lineup every time you look up. He's literally putting accountability on the players because he knows the Miami Heat culture, yes, they have stars, but if you look at the most of their players, they're all role players that just play hard. If you play hard, you're going to win more games than you lose games. And that's really what it boils down to. And they had a disappointing season this year. But if you look at players that was playing hard on the team, look at that rookie, Jaime, from UCLA. If he didn't blow his hip, he was playing hard, balling. I forgot the other kid named, was it Nicoli? Or he was balling out of control. All the people was literally responding.
Spoelstra's getting the effort.
Yeah, out of them because when it comes down to it, if you have players that can take coaching, you will be okay. How you think? I'm just gonna go back into the old days. How the hell you think Pop got all the performance out of all his teams?
Yeah,
because he literally said Tim Duncan was coachable, Tony was coachable, and Manu Ginobili. Nowadays, some players, and excuse my French, head is so far up their ass that they're not coachable.
Yeah,
they're more concerned with what they're wearing at the post-game press conference than how their box score looks at the post-game press conference.
They're more concerned about the money than actually getting these rings.
So here's the crazy thing about it, though. Like, because if you go, I've been watching basketball for over almost 30 years now, probably longer than that. And I remember going to Staples when Kobe was there. And I remember, and Jeff, you were a season ticket holder. So you were there too. And the thing that always fascinated me was when there was a timeout, Phil Jackson never spoke to the team. Literally. If it was 1 minute, Phil would walk over there the last 5 seconds, say literally 3 words, and then they go back out. The players literally talked amongst themselves the whole time out. And Phil
would sit with his assistant coaches, Kurt Rambis, Clemens, you name it.
It would be like a huddle over here with the players, a huddle over here with the coaches, and then literally it would be like play 3, 4, 5 or whatever, and then they would go out there and do it.
But you got to think back then too. They practice more.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. No. But my point is they knew what to do, right? So Phil Jackson, when you interviewed, he said, "Listen, timeouts is for them to take a breath and catch and win.
Quote.
They know what to do.
Quote.
You know what I mean? And so when you say you don't know what you're doing out there, you are intentionally trying to throw your coach under the bus, and that is very unfair for you to be doing.
Yeah.
Now, do I think Darvin Ham was a great coach? No, I don't. I mean, because one thing about Phil Jackson, you know, and when I watched the Lakers and when Phil Jackson was coaching, because I watched the Lakers, I knew what play they were running. I never knew what play that they were running, you know, with Darvin Ham was there.
I feel like Darvin
but
Ham
at the
took
same
the wrong
time,
road. He took the wrong road. Like, I feel like a team like the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, too bright.
Yeah.
The lights are way too bright.
It's too for any rookie coach. Like even when Frank Vogel was there, I feel like he should have been there longer. Y'all fired his ass in a heartbeat. And his I knew defensive wise how y'all was gonna lock people down because Frank is a more defensive minded coach. But shit, it didn't work out for him.
But see, look, I think Jason Kidd was the real reason why we was in the bubble because I think he was once he lost Jason Kidd, kind of was their downfall. But I also feel that that's when LeBron was like, "Okay, I'm cooling Vogel. I'm gonna figure out how to get rid of him." You know what I mean? I think he really did. Once he decides, look.
Do you think he's been upset the whole time that Kid got away?
I think so because I think that's
Kid or Lou.
That's when things pretty much kind of have changed. I mean, he didn't like Black. You know when he was over there in Cleveland, it was very apparent, and I feel like he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get you to be the head coach," you know, because Black wasn't doing a bad job per se, but LeBron didn't like him, so he's gotten rid of more coaches than he has rings. Man, it's pretty glaring.
You know, again, we'll say we talked about this in the pre-show. Yes, everyone can say, "Oh, you know, LeBron's, you know, he's a coach killer." Okay, yes, compared to other players, there's no question. He's hit different teams, and on most of those teams, with exception to Miami, those coaches are all gone. However, before LeBron got there, if I recall correctly, Lakers went through like 5 coaches in 6 years. So this isn't a new issue for the Lakers as a whole. This is a post-Jerry Bust issue of finding a new identity for the team that Bust always had a vision, and the vision's gone.
I just think that vision thing really blew up after Phil and Pat Riley a little bit. Because during the old days, it was really what Pat Riley was holding the ship, and then Phil came in a little bit, and then during the Phil run, it was just Phil, mostly all the way probably up to damn near when Kobe. And then once all that start going to the wayside, it became a revolving door of coaches.
Right.
But I would say, yeah, but I think it's more under a microscope now because you have an organization that's going through coaches. You have a player that's actually tearing down coaches. Once it's combined, it's like this is a fucking madhouse of coaches. It just makes the fire a little bit hotter.
Who do you want to blame? It could be anyone.
So my biggest complaint about the Lakers was the same complaint that I had with USC, is that they kind of stuck with their own, right? It was somebody internally that they knew that they wanted, and they were kind of depending on them to right the ship. Like, so if you look at like Luke Walton, he was a Laker. Byron Scott was a Laker. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they got Mike Brown. You know,
Mike wasn't bad.
That was something that they tried, but you know, but they really like 3 of the 4 coaches were like an internal, like, oh yeah, you're a Laker through and through. Let's try to get you out here. So they didn't really. Darvin Ham really was the first. Well, Vogel, I guess, was the first when they kind of went outside of.
They look again. It all to me just falls right in line with trying to find a new identity for the team, or grasping at an old identity that no longer exists once Dr. Jerry Buzz passed away. That is just impossible shoes to fill. We can't even expect Jeannie Buss to fill them, but she's doing her best. But they're really trying to find that. She has always had that role model, and it's been a male figure, Jerry Buss. Then it was Phil Jackson. She even romantically, was involved with Phil, and there's no way you can see how close, and in no way am I saying there's any romantic anything between LeBron and Jeannie, but they're very close. She's drawn to that. That's supportive to her. She hasn't gotten that feeling with any of these coaches.
Yeah, look, I don't know what they should do. I think
Pray.
I mean, I think
There's just
Jeannie
not a lot of
definitely-
great coaching
Just not-
candidates.
just pray.
So
Just
the problem
pray.
is from a Jeannie Buss perspective, I think Jeannie really, really wants to handle the business part of the Lakers and be able to handle the player personnel with somebody else, and have put somebody else in charge to be able to handle that. The problem with that is that she can't find that right person that could be able to right the ship.
So who y'all
Maybe it would be Pat Riley. Maybe she should
Nah,
offer.
you got what? Kenny.
He's not moving.
You got Kenny Atkins out there. You got Budenholzer.
Yeah, but see who's going to make? Is she going to make the call to
I'm just saying. Like,
to interview?
I'm just throwing names on the
people
floor.
out there, but there is no. Maybe we may never see it again. Who knows? Hopefully we will. I think we will. But you thought you'd never see a Jordan or a Kobe, and now we got Ant-Man. But they're out there right now. There are no more Popoviches. There are no Phils. There are no Jerry Sloans. There are no I know I can get this coach, put him in, and I know we're a lock for at least a 5th or a 4th seed. We're gonna get. We know that nobody's out there.
It's the same thing we talking about. Clipper fans are talking about getting rid of Ty Lue.
Who took for what?
There's no coach that you're gonna find out there that can even get close to what he did. With all the
Y'all need to get rid of Kawhi.
With all the catastrophe,
And we need to get rid of LeBron.
No,
we both need to move on.
Like I said this before, right? Nobody should have got a contract extension until we got to the end of the playoffs. Straight up, like nobody should have got nothing. Only person should have got a contract extension is the coach, and because that don't really hurt your salary cap. After that, we could have figured out, right? Because I know it's gonna be mutual interest from James Harden, because shit, nobody else wants him, right? Kawhi, anybody can say this, right? Everybody can say, "Oh, we'll take Kawhi," but are you gonna take Kawhi baggage, right? His own medical team, when he want to sit out, his availability. It's not
Let
too
me
many
ask you
teams
this:
gonna
as a
take
Clipper
that.
fan, if it's a Clipper fan, would you do it again?
With Kawhi?
Yeah.
Hell no, I want
All right.
SGA.
All right. That's fair.
I've been. If you know Beef, if you've been following me, I've been a big fan of SGA when we first drafted. I said that kid is special. You know, people say they have bromances. That's what I had with SGA, because I said that boy finna be special. And you know how he was gonna be special? Because he was learning. I know you might call me crazy. He learned under 2 veterans that actually gave him 2 perspectives of the game, which was Lou Will and Pat Bev. Pat Bev is, you probably can say Pat Bev is not a good
We
basketball
gotta talk
player.
about Pat Bev.
Yeah, we do. Which is you can say he's not a good basketball player, right? But he has that dog in him.
He's the
And
antagonist.
bingo. And then you have the smooth, cool, I'm gonna drop 40 or 50 on you, Lou Will. Them two combined in one player that can actually play damn near 6'7", moving fluent. Come on, man. Look what he doing. Come. I cry every night because he should be a Clipper.
So you should hear your
Well, y'all got PG.
Clippers Midwest.
Fuck no.
Yeah. No, that's we can get to that.
Y'all got. Hey, I mean, did you hear Pat Bev? You brought him up. Did you hear about how he got banned from ESPN?
No, it's not true.
That is not true.
It's not true. He didn't get
Well,
banned. But he got a follow out of me though.
You're like, I follow the podcast just so I get that.
Hey, I follow no John.
You're like, I'm in those locker rooms and I don't want to be called out like that.
man, what?
What would you do? I'd lie. Just like, yeah, dude, of
Oh,
course.
for sure.
Yeah, like, yeah, of course. Real quick on your phone.
Hey, I followed Twitter because he can't find you on Twitter. We gonna say, let me see your
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah,
I
yeah.
follow you. You don't follow me back.
Yeah.
All right, that's how I spin it. I follow you and follow me back.
That would
yeah,
be
you
great.
know what? Here's the thing.
You ain't got no question for me? No, man. You follow me on Twitter? No? I ain't got no question for you.
Here's my question about that. I hope I'm, ain't going to get canceled or anything. I mean, I watched what he did and what he said to her, and I didn't. I mean, I understand that she's a female. There's a certain level of respect that men should have for women and all that type of stuff. But I feel it was more about, if I was standing over there and I said I didn't follow, he probably would have did the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
And treated me the same exact way. So
100%.
I don't feel that he.
It wasn't sexist.
Listen, when LeVar Ball turned his back
Stay in your lane.
on I can't think of her name right now.
Oh, he says stay
and,
in your lane.
Taylor.
and told her to stay in your lane.
Yeah, Taylor.
And he was refusing to even
Acknowledge her.
That's disrespectful. But what he did to me really was just kind of like a little bit.
It was
of
on her show too.
What, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was on her show.
So when he came to that, it was kind of like a little bit just like showmanship. And I don't, and I understand that, you know, that we should. I mean, the sensitivity behind it, but I feel like he didn't disrespect.
I don't think
her.
he didn't disrespect a woman. He disrespected a journalist.
Yeah,
period.
right. Yeah,
and journalists get disrespected all the time.
Yeah.
But if you look at it like
we know,
they said this before. They actually showed clips for it on the Pat McAfee show. They showed that all season long that was his angle. Like it didn't matter if he did end of the game. Before he started the interview, he said, "Hey, did you follow my podcast?" If people didn't follow, he said, "Well, no questions tonight." When he came down there to the Clippers, we didn't go in the locker room, but you know Dame and we didn't talk to him, but probably same shit. But I will say this though, he does speak to you. Like he was going to chapel and shit. We say,
cool.
we say, "What's up, Pat Bev?" He didn't even ask us like, "Did you follow my podcast?" He was going to chapel. He said, "Hey man, good. What's up, man? How y'all doing?" He spoke, but that was his angle the whole time. So a lot of people tell me like, "B, I'm with you, Mike." They're like, "B, that's fucked up." But shit, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're not in the room, I seen worse than that.
Yeah.
I mean, like telling her put the microphone down, I seen worse than that. I seen coaches make a person feel stupid.
Yeah.
Like
they
come
go
on.
out of their way to do it.
When he be like, just like you ask a question,
Let's not go. You know,
you ask a question. Yeah, you ask a question. And he's like, "What you so what you think I should be doing?"
Yeah.
Like you feel I should? What do you think you should do? I'm like, oh shit, like damn.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
It's crazy.
I got nothing against that, guys. You know, B, you've been here.
And you don't even like Pat Bev.
No, I don't like the. You know what? I don't like the way. Yeah, I think he goes a little too far. I don't mind the antagonist as a player. I think they have a role, but I think he goes a little too far and takes it past I'm an antagonist basketball player to I'm an antagonist, make it personal against you, and he'll even take it out in the media and the press and I'm coming after him. And I don't like and you know and that's the part. Just keep it on the. And I respect anyone who keeps it on the court. Once you get out and you start calling people, it's just, dude, what are you, Drake and Kendrick? Come on, let's keep it. Let's keep it. Okay.
They not like
Kendrick
us.
won.
Hey, you know, because you've been here a few times, that we finish every single show here with a segment we call Money Mike's Out of Bounds.
Hey,
Money Mike is going to share his thoughts or opinions on a topic. It's real simple, Beef. He just wants to know if those thoughts or opinions are in bounds or out of bounds. Money Mike?
Hey, so look,
got
this
the
is
mic.
a special one. When I heard B was going to be on the show, I said, hey, this is definitely going to be one for B because I understand, you know, that both of us, both the Lakers and the Clippers are, you know, pretty much in the same place, right?
Toilet.
We know what it feels like to win a championship, and I've always felt like if we don't win a championship, it don't matter when we get eliminated. You know what I mean? And my guy Beav over here, man, he was giving us a whole lot of stuff about how Lakers got eliminated. You know what I mean? So I feel that Clippers are the same place that we are right now. So am I out of bounds to say that, hey man, how you have to that you cool with being eliminated because you got eliminated after us? Because I say it don't matter. It took you guys a couple more games to get eliminated. Am I out of bounds? This is to say that it doesn't matter because you're the same place that we are.
You want me to
Yeah, you go.
Okay, I was going to say really quick, just I'm not going to say whether you're inbounds or out of bounds. However, I will say that I've worked with Beav a lot, and he's always, this year, as a Clipper fan, he's been pretty realistic.
So you defended.
I'm just saying he's been pretty realistic with the team.
No, for real.
So for that, I'm going to say that he hasn't been the standard, oh my God, we're the Dallas Cowboys, we're going to win it. He's been very realistic. I got to see it but go. So defending just that.
I would say you're out of bounds, and this is the
Why? Okay, I got
this is the reason being right.
we the same place you are.
We are, but You got there first, and I got there second. So
what does it matter?
It matters a lot because you were sitting there watching me still play. Regardless, I still had a game to go. But the whole
scheduling.
No, it doesn't matter. You still have to watch me, right? The camera's on me. I don't care if I blew the fucking lead. You gotta watch me get my ass.
Dude, they were on the plane to Cancun already.
It's okay. Hey, pull it up in Cancun, right? The whole point of the matter is that as Laker fans, me being a realist, sometimes Lakers can be doing good, they can be doing bad. But the Clippers can do whatever, and they just pinpoint on it, right? And like Jeff said, all season long, I usually say, hey, this was my motto all season long. I don't know what version I'm going to get. I'm going to see the version I'm going to get tonight. And it didn't matter what the Clippers did. You kept hearing chatter from the Lakers. So what I did that night, and if anybody knows, if you follow me on IG, I took the torch, right, and I turned the volume up as high as I can. I had Lakers fans fucking frizzled in their head. I mean, circus breaking. They was ready to jump off the ledge, and I was the person right behind them pushing them. Because of the simple fact, order had to be maintained, right? You're in the shitter. I'm in the shitter. But your shit, since you always walk around like it don't stink, it really stinks. It's old. It's pitiful. You got a coach with a knot in his head. He probably had another knot after they jumped him in the locker room.
Not now.
It was crazy, right? And then when you look at the Clippers, right? I knew I was in the shitter. Why? Because of Kawhi, that's why, right? And then I knew James Harden hype, I was going to get a shit game. I didn't know I was going to get 2 back-to-back. And then PG, I don't know, Podcast P, Playoff P, he mentally checked out on me after he had a big game. So I knew where I was heading, right? And I'm not saying like, oh, you're used to losing and stuff like that. No, I just knew the narrative was coming crashing down in a heartbeat.
So he took advantage while he could.
I jumped ahead of the curve and bullied y'all. You know how the bullies bully people? I bullied you so bad, even you didn't know what to do. You was sitting there looking at my story like this mother. I even had the mic going. I had all the memes. And you was firing them back to back. And I'm gonna tell you.
So you really feel better because it's because of scheduling.
Yeah, and the cold part is though, we lost, and my bags was already packed, and I was in Inglewood, so that even made it more fun. Cause now I'm just throwing tomatoes at. You know how people live Airbnbs fucked up. That's what I did to crypto before I left. I fucked it up and just left.
I left a big dookie in the toilet.
It didn't flush
it. Come back next season, buddy.
Clean it up, man.
You didn't want your deposit back.
That's it.
Fuck that deposit. I ain't want it back. I'm tired of this place.
That's it. And again, guys, the Lakers.
Hey, wait a minute. Am I out of bounds?
No, I'm not done. I was going to say, and again, the Lakers and Clippers' demise in there has helped with the sparks. But go.
No, I'll ask you, am I out of bounds? Because you were defending him.
Yeah,
I'm in bounds, right? You're a Laker fan. It don't matter if we did something.
No, yeah, it don't matter. No, you're in bounds. Yeah. This whole schedule thing, that's petty. Come on.
Oh, we literally have a person here at Infanity TV has his own Culture Vulture segment called Petty. I took the upper road from Petty. He put slides out.
Oh, yeah.
I took the higher road.
Hey,
I seen Petty.
You saw Petty.
But hey, Petty couldn't get to me fast enough.
He did Clipperdero too.
Hey, he did
Clipperdero too.
I hit him up and said, next time put me in the exit row. I put me in the exit view, but I jumped the curve before Lakers fans do it, and Lakers fans never seen a Clipper fan like me, baby. Hey, you thought? Come on, I'm more realistic than my boy Clipper Dale, right? I'm more realistic and way more quick on the memes.
Yeah,
way more quick. I'll make you hate yourself, baby.
Yeah, well, you have to watch your back with you. Clipper Darrell, you see him coming a mile away. All right, guys. So, Profanity Nation podcast, as you know, every single Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. on InfinityTV.com. Hey, it's off season for the Lakers and Clippers. Kinda. It's never really off season, so you know where to find the news. You know where to find the NBA updates. You know where to find Sparks updates, everything that's going on. From my guy Money Mike, from my guy Leave It to Beeve, Simsta, we out.
Peace.